Hey folks, it's Dave back here at Colisee. I'm going to do a little bit of gameplay. Obviously, I'm not going to play a full game today, but I want to play a little bit just to kind of show you, how I got the game to flow, some of the things that I do to make it fun for me. So the game's all set up, as you might have saw in the setup video. And what I like to do is get as much information out in the open so I don't have to check charts or teams or anything. So for the Boston side, over here on the score sheet, I put their bench minor rating and their power play and penalty kill rating. So that's all right here for me. The same with Quebec. So I don't really need to check on too much. Everything should be right here in front of me. Occasionally I do need to go to the rule book though, as I'm still kind of learning some things. And I will reference that quite a bit. So, but I'm going to play a little bit today. Let's see how far I get. And let's see, I'll probably make a bunch of mistakes, by the way. So this is not a tutorial video by any means. This is just me just playing the game. Very addicted to this game, by the way. Very addicted to this game, as you can tell. So here we go. So we got the face-off. So it's going to be Jenny and Sakic. Sakic with a 4 and Jenny with a 3. So it's going to be advantage 1 for Sakic. So let's roll for the face-off. So let's kick things off from the Colisee. Alrighty. So I got a 9. So a 9 for a +1, so advantage center. So Sakic with the puck. Joe Sakic now, and we're playing forecheck 2 for everybody right now. So Sakic with the puck and a 54. A 54 is a 32, and a 32 is a pass, unless the physical intimidation is 14 or better. So we got a 2, 6, 11, 12, and Burridge is 16. So yeah, so they passed that, so that's going to be 30. It's going to be intercepted by the left wing. So Burridge steals the puck. We mark 30 seconds off the clock. By the way, what I use here is it's kind of the shootout score sheet. So if you look at that, you can see how I got the 1 to 20. So what I do is for 30 seconds I put 1 slash. And then when the full minute's up, I do the second slash. So that way there I know if it's 30 seconds into the period or if we played the full minute. It helps me keep the game time in the whole bit. I like the 1 to 20 with two marks instead of the 1 to 40. It's less math, so that's the score sheet that I use. So Burridge with it now. Burridge in the neutral zone, a 23, and that's going to be a 22. So that's going to be, I need to do the ODAI too. So let me do that real quick because I like to put that over here. And I do it line by line. So we got a 4, a 9, 13, 16, 20. So a 20 ODI would be, that's a +2. So Boston's really good. So that's a +2. And if I bumped it up to 3, it'd be a +1. So it's a +2 for Boston. And I like to get that on the score sheet too, because the ODAI can sometimes mess me up. So I like to have that ready to go too. So for Quebec, so we got 1, 2, 4, 6. Oh, this ain't good. 7. 7 is not good. Let me do that again. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so that's not good at all. So 7. So it's going to be a -3. On a forecheck too, so wow, yeah. So this is obviously not a very good Quebec team here in 90-91. So Burridge with it now, so we got a 23, so that's a 22, and that's going to be taken away. So Burridge can't make the play, and Sakic with it now. So another 30 seconds. We played 1 minute here, no score at the Colisee. Sakic with the puck right now. Sakic with a 43, that's going to be a 29. And Sakic plays it in deep. They can't get there, and it's going to be Wesley with it. Another 30 seconds. So the team's feeling each other out here in the opening minute of the game. Wesley, 53. Okay, I wrote that down here. I wrote that down. 53 is a matchup. All right, so let's see if I can do the matchup. Now, I do need the chart for the matchup. So let me go to my matchup chart at the back of the book. Matchups are actually pretty fun. I do like matchups. I played them last night for the first time. Okay, so Wesley is the left defenseman. So we're going to roll to see what goes on here on the chart. So right off the bat, we got some matchups going on. So we have an 8. So Wesley battles along the boards with Matt Sundin. All right, so it's going to be Wesley's C against, easy enough, his opponent's C. So Wesley, his C is a 10. And Sundin is a 7, so Wesley's going to win that. Because it's a 3 difference, I think what we found out that if it's 3 or more, then you don't need to roll off this chart here because it's going to be an automatic win. Okay? So on the 8, so lefty C versus the right wing C at the bottom of the card again. So that's a 10 versus 7. So Wesley wins that. And if the offense wins, it's a pass to the high shooting forward for a shot on goal +1. Okay, so the high shooting forward is probably going to be Neely. Yep. So Wesley makes a nice play, gets it up to Neely. And I think that's how that reads. Even though Wesley is a defenseman, technically he was the one on offense. So that's how I'm going to do that. So he was the one on offense because I'm reading because he won and something good happened because he won that. That's how I'm going to read that. If I'm wrong, if Wesley was a defense and I'm supposed to read that as defense, let me know. But I'm pretty sure because he had the puck, he was considered on offense. So it's a shot for Neely +1. So what I do is I roll 2 sets of dice. So I mark off my shot here for the visitors because it's going to be on net no matter what. Anytime you take a shot, it's on net. Doesn't mean it's a goal, but it's going to be on net. I roll 2 sets of dice. So my red and white are my typical APBA for the shot, and then my blue and yellow are for the goalie, so it just saves time having to roll again. So Neely has a shot rating of 31. Now we add the 1 because of the matchup win, so it's a 32. So Neely with a 32. Nope, a 53 is a shot that's going to be missed. So Tugnut with the save, and I look at 54. And a 54 on Tugnut's card is 32. And the 32 is save, but a shot on goal for the opposing left D. So Tugnut with the save, but now Wesley's going to get the shot as he keeps it in at the point. He's going to shoot it from the point, and his shot range is 14. Wesley, 14. Nope, that's going to be a save and a 12. So another save by Tugnut. A 12 with a 25. 25 save. Now, the opposing high-shooting forward gets it unless the defense can clear. So the puck bounces to Neely, but the defensemen are trying to clear him out and let Tugnut tie up the puck. So the clearing is a 3 and a 1. So I roll 2 dice. If I can beat a 4, Neely gets a shot. And I did. I got a 7. So Neely gets a shot. So it's another shot on net. So Quebec can't clear it out. Neely will turn around and get a shot on net. So Neely now with a shot rating of 31. Oh, just missed. 33 and a 33. So 33 is a 2. Save. And it's picked up by the right D decision. So we mark 30 seconds off the clock. So we played 2 minutes. Boston with a little flurry there. Neely and Wesley getting some shots on net. But Tugnut making the saves. So it's going to be Lecision with it now. Lecision, a 66. That's going to be a 1. But we're adding 2. So that goes to 3 tipping, but we don't do the tipping if we use the adjustment. So that's going to be a shot on goal. So here comes Lecision the other way. He's going to take a shot. His shot range is 13. So Lecision, nope. That's going to be a save by Lemelin and a 33. A 33 is a 2. Save and picked up by the right D. So it's going to be Ray Bork with it now. Another 30 seconds off the clock. 2.5 minutes in here and no score. So, actually, I should have just rolled this here. 61 for Bork. 61 is a 14 for Bork. And it's going to be, a -3. So 61 goes to 14 and -3. 1, 2, 3. So that's a pass Arsog. Okay, so a pass Arsog. That means we roll to see who's going to potentially get the pass. And we got to see if Bork has an assist rating of 51. If he gets it to the person under 51, they get a shot on goal. So let's see who's going to get it. So a 1 is the highest shooting forward, so that is going to be Neely. And a 42 is under 51. So if I'm doing the pass Arsog right, Bork makes a successful pass to Neely for a shot on net. So Neely's going to take the 4th shot on goal for Boston. Neely with a 31. Neely shot, nope, saved by Tugnut, and a 63. 63 is a 38. Save deflected into the seats for a face-off. So, face-off, I put it right on the logo in the defense end, and now we got a face-off. And again, the rating is 4-3, so +1 for Sakic. And now we're going to read off of this chart, off the face-off only, because I use the extra chart for the offense and defense in their own zone. It's just a little bit different than the regular chart. So follow along. All right, so +1 for Sakic. Okay, we're going to roll a 12. So a 12 is a disadvantage right D. So Bork gets it off the draw, so we're going to read off of the offense wins column because we had a defensive zone faceoff. So Bork is going to roll off of this column here. There's no ODAI adjustment. That's why I love using this chart. Bork rolls a 62, so that's an 8. Shot on goal unless they have a forecheck of 10. All right, so the forecheck of 10, let me just double check this here. Okay, so I got to check my forwards. So forecheck 10, I check my forwards, okay? So if I have a forecheck of 10, so I have a forecheck of 5, 2, and 3. Ooh, I just made it. So a forecheck at 10 is a shot on goal for Bork. I believe that's how that works. It's going to be my 5th shot on net for Bork, okay? So Bork's going to get the shot. And 25. No, my range is 14, so the shot is a save. And I look at 31 on Tugnut's card. A 31 is a 4. Save and picked up by the left wing, and another time comes off the clock. So I'll probably play through one line change. I won't be boring you guys with this too much. So Herkick now, we're going to read over here this time. Herkick at 23. That's a 22. Intercepted by the center, so taken away by James. So now we got to make a line change. Okay, so now we've played 4 minutes, and we got to make a line change. And I really like this. Now, this is cool. So, on a line change, I roll the dice, and I look at this right here. So, let me roll the dice and see what it's going to be. So, I rolled a 56. Okay, so, you see this chart here, 56. What does it say? 56 is I dump it into the opposing right D, and I have a dump and chase situation. Okay, so I dump it into the right D. So, Janny dumps it in to the corner, and Finn's going to go get it. Now, this is how I do it. So while the puck's in the corner, I go to my next line. So my second line is out there now. Okay. So here we go. So line 2 for Boston's out there as they pin Quebec in the corner. So now we have a dump and chase scenario. So now what I do is it's the right D. So I roll on this chart. Okay. And a 2 says the left wing's going to go in there. Oh, I'm sorry, the right D's over here. If I did that right, yeah, that's 50. Yep, right D. So the right D's. So the left wing goes in. So Petri Skriko's going to challenge this Lecision in the corner for the puck. He has a 6 offensive corner rating, and he has a 7 defensive corner rating. So Lecision wins the battle, and that ends the dump and chase. So Lecision wins. He has the puck. Now, though, Quebec has to change. So now we roll to see what Quebec does with the puck. A 54. And that's the same thing, opposing right D. So Lecision brings it up to center, dumps it into the corner, and now Galley's in the corner fighting for it, while Quebec changes lines. And again, this is how I do it. This is how I interpreted the rules. If it's wrong, somebody let me know. If it is wrong and you like it, let me know. But this is how I do it. And I really like the fact that line changes are just not always just flip. You got to actually do this. I like this. Excuse me. So the puck goes into the corner now. So it's the right D. So let's see who he goes up against. The right D is going to be the left winger. So Mike Huff. Huff goes into the corner to battle Galley. So Galley is a 9. Huff is a 10. So Huff wins the battle. So now what we do is he's trying to make a pass to the highest shooting forward. So that's going to be Morin. So Huff's in the corner. He's going to try to set up Morin, and then we check to see who's going to guard Morin. So it's kind of a 2-step process here. So Morin is the center. A 3 is the left wing. So the Skriko is going to come in and try to take the puck away from Morin. So Skriko's defense is a 5. Morin's offense is a 7. So he wins the battle. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to go in the slot this time. This is the I. I got to go to the I now. I is a 3 and I is a 4. He still wins the battle. Okay, so he wins the battle in the slot. If I did that correctly. The corner is C and in the slot is I. I believe that's how it goes. So now he wins the battle. He's going to get a shot on net. So Morris wins the battle. Shot on goal +1. So Morin's got a 32. So it's going to be a 33 shot rating. So let's mark down a shot for the home team. And that's in range. A 32, a 21's in range. So the shot, Lemon tries to make the save on a 44. And that's a 2, and he does make the save. And it's picked up by Galley. And we mark 30 seconds off the clock. So I think that's how line changes work. And you see how it's just not automatic, is that there's a chance for a play. So if I did that correctly, dump it in the corner. We had the battle for C is won by Huff. Passed in front, the battle in the slot for I. And that was won by Morin, who got the shot. I think that's how it works. And if it is, that is really, I love that. I love that. I love that. I do. All right, so we'll play just another couple of minutes here. So Galley with the puck in his own zone after the save by Lemelin. 13, so it's going to be a 22 over here. At 22, he can't connect. It's going to be picked off by Morin. So we played 5 minutes of the first period. See how this moves? Even with me making a mistake and dropping dice, it moves pretty well. So Morin at the center now. Morin, a 64. 64 is going to be a 23. 23, he can't connect, and the puck's going to end up on Christian's stick. Another 30 seconds off the clock. Dave Christian with it now for Boston. A 45. 45 is a 26. He can't connect. And now it's picked off up over here by Owen Nolan. So we played 6 minutes. And this is kind of the equivalent of Strat of losing the puck or takes away the puck or something like that. So it means something happened, and 30 seconds later, the puck ended up on Nolan's stick. So it's like the lull in Hockey Blast and stuff like that. So a 43 is a 29, and that's going to be intercepted by Sweeney. Another 30 seconds off the clock. Sweeney for Boston now. If I can pick up the dice. There we go. A 56. Hopefully I haven't missed any matchups aside from the first one. 56. 34. And that's going to be a penalty now on Sweeney. So 56 to 34. So Sweeney gets a penalty. We mark off 30. So that's right at 7 minutes. I just kind of keep it. I haven't done the exact times. I just keep it at 30 and 0-0. It's very easy to figure out. So Sweeney goes to the box. And so now we got a power play. So this is when I bring up my power play chart and I put it right over the forecheck shot because we don't use the forecheck shot on the power play. Okay, at least that's what I think we do. Again, if I could be making all kinds of mistakes, but I'm working real hard to make it right today. So Sweeney goes to the box. So what I do is because line 3 is coming up, Sweeney goes to the box and I bring out the line 3 defenseman. Okay, that's just what I do. You know, I could go line 1, but line 1 just got off the ice. They're tired, so I'm going to put out line 3 defenseman. And I got to sit somebody. So I usually go my lowest intimidation rating or my lowest shot rating. So Skriko is going to sit. All right, so we got a 5-on-4 right now for 2 minutes. It's a man advantage, and we got a face-off. So there's no, on single man advantage, there's no face-off advantage for anybody. Hodge is a 4, Morin is a 2. So Hodge, a +2 on the draw. And we, I think we also ignore this because I think the power play takes precedence over the defensive zone draw. So a 3 on a Hodge is a +2. Disadvantage right D. So it's 1 by Morin to Anderson. Anderson rolling on the power play now. A 61. A 61 is a 28 on the power play. And that's picked off by the right wing, Christian, and 30 seconds come off the clock. So the Bruins have killed 30 seconds off this man advantage now. So 53 for Christian is a 9 off the shorthanded shot. That's going to be picked off by Anderson. So he gives it right back to Anderson. No time comes off the clock. So Quebec still got a minute and a half to go on the man advantage. A 15, that's going to be a 5. That's going to be a shot on goal. So Anderson now will get a shot on goal for Quebec. He has a 14, but we add 2 for the power play. Boy, I'm kind of getting good at this. 14 and a 2, so that's a 16. And no, a 32 is not in range, so Lemelon's going to make the save. And 44, 44 off the card. I always got to remember to check the card. I get too excited. 44 is a 2, save and picked up by Galley. 30 seconds off the clock, so the Bruins have killed a minute off the power play. Galley with it now, reading off the shorthanded chart. And that's going to be a 13, which is a 22. And he flips it up to center ice, but it's going to be taken by Morin. Morin with it now on the power play for Quebec. They got a minute to go on the man advantage. 53. Now, we can't do a matchup. I think Tebow said no matchup unless it's forecheck 2 or 3 because we're on the man advantage. There's no matchup. So we don't have a matchup here. We just go straight 53, I think. So that's going to be a 15. It's going to be a pass Arsog. So he's going to pass it to someone, and if he gets the assist rating, his assist rating is 36. So a 5 is going to be the third highest. So we got 8, 14, 10, so 8. So he's going to send it over to Nolan. If he can get it to him, a 42, no, that's higher than 36. So Nolan just gets the pass. Okay, so that's a pass Arsog, so there's no automatic shot. So Nolan with the puck now. Nolan, 64, is a 23. That's going to be intercepted by Christian again and 30 seconds off the clock. So Bruins only got 30 seconds to kill, and they'll get the man back. And, oh boy, I got a line change coming up here too. I screwed that up. I needed to have a line change. So we're going to do a line change right now. So Christian's going to dump it in. So what I do for power plays, the line change is for the power plays. I don't like to dump in on the power play because, like I said, it's a different, you're playing different on the power play is what I mean to say. So I'm just going to dump it in the corner, and I'm going to go, I'm just going to dump it in. So I'm going to look here. So I got a 52, a 7 rather, Let's see, 52, opposing right D. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change on the fly. I'm just going to give it to the right D. I'm not going to do a dump and chase because I'm short-handed. And both teams are going to change. All right, so we're going to go line 3. He's already line 3. So line 3 here, but he's still in the box for 30 seconds. Line 3 and line 3. So Christian had it, dumped it in because we have to do the line change. Now these guys will make a line change as well, and I figured that there's no pressure on them right now because they're on the power play. And I talked about this last night in my video. Is that on the power play? This is how I'm gonna do line changes. Is I'm gonna do dump it in, and or if the power play team has the puck, I'm not gonna penalize them with a dump in because you don't dump it in and change on the power play. You can change pretty much at will. So that's how I'm gonna do it. Let me know if this is completely wrong. Let me know what you do for line changes on the power play. I know some of you guys actually put a power play lineup. I don't. So what I do to kind of modify that is I do it the strat style. I just flip, and go to the next line because it's a man disadvantage. I don't do the dump and chase and all that stuff there. Anyway, 30 seconds to go on the man advantage. Tony twists with the puck. Twist with an 11, and that's a 6. And that would be a shot on goal with a block 1. So the block rating is 1, 2, 3. Can I beat a 3? Yes, I do. Tony Twist will get a shot on net. So, Twist. A shot range of 0, so it's going to be an automatic save at that point there, I believe, because even if I add 2, although if I added 2, I don't know about that. If he's got a shot rating of 0 and I add 2, would that be a 12? That's a good question. I'm going to ask Tebow that. If you got a shot rating of 0 and you're on the power play and you add 2, does that 2 give you the 11 and then the 12? So in either case, he doesn't get the shot on net. So that's one I'm going to have to research there. It might be in the rule book. I just didn't pick up on it. All right, so his shot, 61. So that's a save. 61 is a 22. Picked up by the opposing center, but time kicks off on the power play. So Bruins get the man back.